My name is Claire. I'm looking to find Petra, a local schoolgirl, who helped us when we took in 21 refugee children from the war in Bosnia.
Claire, what on earth possessed you to take in 25 Bosnians, 21 of them children?
It wasn't exactly a decision. I remember people were being turfed out of their homes. There were tiny children, some of them were being carried, some were dumped on carts. But there was an advertisement in a Sunday newspaper which said they would dearly love to have some foster parents who would volunteer to have one child from the war zone for 3 months. And I said, the house is absolutely empty, we've got loads of rooms upstairs. Why not? It'd be lovely to have a child to look after as well, or 2 perhaps, I said, a brother and sister.
So you thought that you were going to bring in 2 children, and then 21 arrived. How did that happen?
The phone rang, and it was the charity. There's a bit of a hiccup, he said. There's a little plane with 21 children and 4 mothers, and our children are probably amongst them. He said they cannot take off till they have an address to go to. My brain went into overdrive because it was a very emergency situation. Well, all right, I said, OK. Then I thought I'd better ring Andrew. Oh, he said, for goodness sake, it'll only be for a couple of days. Let them come here. I said, what a good idea. And the plane was already in the air by that time.
The plan was for the orphans to be placed in foster homes up and down the country after a few days. But Claire still didn't know which of the children were orphans or what they'd witnessed in Bosnia.
They said they came across the bodies of the friends that left on the coach the day before, who'd obviously run into a Serb patrol, and the parents had been shot, and the children had all had their throats cut. And they were lying there from the day before. And that's my little people had seen that. Oh, we cried. And Andrew did, and I did. Poor Petra. I mean, she was sobbing. It must have been terribly hard for her, because 16 was still a child. I don't think any 16-year-old should be exposed to that, but we really did need to know what was happening.
What else did you discover?
I said, Petra, please, could you find out which 13 children are the orphans? Petra translated, no, none of them are orphans. We said, sorry, what? The other 7 mothers are in the camp, and everything got turned upside down. As far as I was concerned, those kids were not going to move from our house until they had their actual mothers with them. One of the very important things that Petra did that day was to gather together a list of names of the 7 missing mothers and their dates of birth to get them back to this country, which we could never have done without her. 3 weeks later, we went to meet the flight, and we took 2 of the mothers. As they emerged from the plane, the other mother said, look, there's Amina, or there's Zena. And it was just one by one until there were 7, and they were all the right ones. And they came in, and I have to say, it was a very special time. Petra was the catalyst. I'm forever grateful for that, because she saved those children from never seeing their parents again.
After spending the afternoon here...
She went back to school.
And did you ever see her again?
No, I've never seen her again. No.
What would you like to say to her?
The hugest hug would be the only way I know to say to someone, you know, I owe you, big time. Not just for myself, but for them. Sorry. Oh dear, oh dear.
It warms my heart to know that Claire has always remembered me and appreciated my help. It was a natural thing to do. It wasn't about me, it was about them. I was just translating and giving them a voice. In those few hours, it went from laughter to tears, to hugs, to silence. It was very emotional.
Wonderful person you are. Gorgeous thing. Ah, Claire, you did something amazing. Do you know what you did? Do you realise?
No.
If you hadn't translated that day and let us know that 13 of those children were not orphans, they actually had mothers. They would probably have disappeared like 2,000 other Bosnian children because of you. And it must have been, you were a child.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for doing it. I've wanted to thank you ever since. I've never seen you again. Do you remember that day?
I do.
I mean, to find one person in marriage who spoke Serbo-Croat.
Yes, I know.
It was a miracle. It was a miracle.
It really was.
Someone up there obviously
And it was
decided.
meant to be me. And we were meant to meet again. You are so kind to help these people. I mean, the world needs more people like you.
You know, everyone around here helped. Thousands, hundreds of people.
Where do you live? Where do you live? In Elgin. I would say to the Petra of 16, well done. I'm proud of Claire. I'm proud of this moment, and I'm proud that I could help.
Oh, in the middle!
Today I have felt incredibly happy. Something has changed in me. It's loosened the sort of tight stuff inside me that's been there for a very long time. It's like somebody saying, it's all right now, it's okay. We're a magical bunch of people, I'll tell you that.